Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
All right, folks, let's break down your Wednesday. We've got some active weather that's about to make its way back through the day. And as we look at your forecast here, widespread rain and rumbles across Utah as we go throughout our Wednesday. This will increase from southwest to northeast across the state. At the same time, snow levels, they're going to be dipping later today as that cold front sweeps through the mountains. And that means snow levels dropping down really to about 6,500 to 7,000 feet. So that's going to lead to some mountain snow accumulations, especially if you're above that level. And then along with that, if you're not seeing the snow, you're going to see a big temperature drop as we're going to be about 15 to 20 degrees colder than where we were yesterday at this time, or at least for daytime highs. All right, so as we look at the weather map, we're still in that southwesterly flow across most of Utah right now, so that's why temperatures are still fairly mild, but the cold air, look at Ely at 36, 43 at Elko, so it's just off to our west, knocking on the door, and as that low pressure moves our way, that cold air will sweep in throughout the afternoon hours. Now, we've got some widespread rain and some pockets of moderate to heavy rain showing up here just west of Tooele as you get into Tooele County and up towards the Park Valley area over towards portions of Box Elder County. But we expect this to fill in more. You can see more widespread rain showing up here. At least it's light in nature from Milford down through Enterprise. And we had some rain in St. George this morning. And we're seeing some spotty downpours now popping up between Cedar City and Springdale. Again, this storm system making its way out of California into Nevada now will be slowly pushing across the Beehive State as we go throughout today. Ahead of it, notice the moisture increasing here with that southerly flow, and that's why I expect rain chances to actually increase. So you may head out the door this morning, heading off to work and school, and you're saying, it's not raining, I don't need any rain gear. But yes, you will need the rain gear as we go throughout the late morning into the afternoon hours. So here's how it plays out on Futurecast. Again, that rain continuing to expand across far southwestern Utah, and that will begin to shift north and east as we go throughout the morning hours. So heads up in Delta, Beaver over towards portion of the Kanab area, and for our southern mountains, those snow levels will be dropping, so we could even see some snow mixing in down that way as well. Central mountains could see some of that snow mixing in. And look at this, we're talking widespread rain and downpours here along the Wasatch Front in northern Utah as we get towards, let's say, late this morning into the midday time frame. And then as that cold air works its way in, look at some of the heavier snow showing up for our mountains. So should be booming pretty good up there in the Alta area with that snow coming down with some heavier rainfall pushing out. And then we'll have that wraparound moisture this evening, tonight, into your Thursday. So we'll keep a chance of scattered showers, valley rain and mountain snow showers through your Thursday. And then we finally kick this system out of here as we get towards your Friday as high pressure builds in and sets us up for a decent weekend. So about a quarter to a half an inch of additional rainfall potential possible across northern Utah as this system rolls on through. And as I mentioned, with those dropping snow levels there, central, southern, and even northern mountains could see some snow accumulations, and above 7,000 feet, and some of the highest peaks could be talking about 4 to 8 inches. But we'll get the system out of here with those below average temperatures for one more day, but the weekend, finally, some good news, some pleasant weather returning. St. George, low 60s, breezy with scattered showers today. Here come the 70s for the weekend. The Wasatch Front, 50s, much cooler today, but 60s for the weekend. All right, let's get a check on your traffic as we look at the roads this morning. Not looking too bad as we get you out to Tooele County. Things are moving along fine here. Nothing slowing you down. And at least at I-80 eastbound at milepost 100, we're not seeing any wet roadways, at least right now. So that means traffic is flowing smoothly. We hope it stays that way. But we are seeing the wet roadways you can see here in the St. George area. We've been watching that rain coming down there. Some road spray at times. And of course, you're going to need those lights flashing as the sunrise, or at least daylight, is not until after 7:30. So keep that in mind. Well, more on your forecast of traffic throughout the morning. But for now, let's get you back over to Matt and Alyssa.